Everybody, welcome back to week 2. I've got a really cute project for you today, and it's really easy. I will, on my email to you, have a picture of 3 different sizes of these, but today I'm going to just show you the smallest size little goodie bag, okay? You're going to start out with a piece of real red cardstock that is 6 inches by 3 inches, and you're going to score 3/4 of an inch on each side. So 3/4 of an inch, turn it, 3/4 of an inch, turn it, and do that on each one. Then you're going to cut just right here these 2 parts and these 2 parts, okay? Now you're going to put sticky strip on each one of these squares. Well, my nails are so short right now. It's hard for me to get this off. Well, let's just pretend, won't we? Oh, the magic of making a video and your adhesive not coming off. This is sticky strip. The reason why I'm using sticky strip and not snail is because snail will not hold this box together long enough to give it away as a gift. So let me cut just a little piece right there and see if we can get this off. All right, come on. There we go. All right, so make sure you have creased your lines like this, and we're going to fold this up, and these guys are going to go in like this and in there. Now this part of your bag is not going to be shown. You're not going to be able to see it very well. So if it's kind of, you know, wonky or whatever, it's fine, because this is just going to hold our bag up. All right, now look at that. I've got them all stuck to me. All right, there's the base of our bag. And we're going to, again, take this sticky strip or fast fuse. I have lost my fast fuse. I'm very upset. It's my favorite, and I cannot find it. So I am using sticky strip. They're both very strong and will do the job. Fast fuse just I feel like it's easier because you don't have to mess with this red tape here. All right, good. Look, long strip. Okay, so we've done that all around the edge. Now you're going to need a piece of DSP that is 4 inches tall and 14 inches long. Now we don't have paper that is 14 inches long, so we're going to create paper that is 14 inches long. So I cut a piece of 12-inch, or this one's actually 10 inches, but basically, you're going to piece some paper together. This one is 10 inches by 4 just because I had already cut some stuff off the edge. And then I cut another one that's 4 inches tall, and you can adhere it on. And it doesn't have to be exactly 14 because we're going to overlap. You're going to see that in a second. Now, I don't want the seam of my bag to be in the front, so I'm just going to kind of place it right there on the side. And I'm going to wrap it around slowly, pushing those edges in. Now this DSP is from the Bright Stack. It's real red and I love it. I've used I think I've used 3 of the 4 prints to make these bags. And they are fun and very festive. I like traditional Christmas colors, so I always tend to just go for the traditional. All right, now we need to put some more adhesive here to hold these sides together. So here I go again with my short nails and my sticky strip. Let's see if I can get this in here. These little bags will be perfect for any kind of holiday treat, some kind of, well, I did it too short. Oh, all right, guys, pretend like that was perfect and I put it in the right area. I would have to cover that up with some more DSP, but we're going to turn that to the back. All right, so these bags are perfect for homemade treats or even a present. It would make a great present. Now I'm going to put a Santa belt on him, and again, I need it to be 14 inches all the way across, so I have to make one that is close to 14 inches. I'm going to use a piece of basic black that is 1 inch, and this one is 12, and I'm just going to adhere these like this, and I'm going to put a piece of sticky strip all the way around. And we're going to put it on the back side. And let's see if we can get that peeled off. Sticky strip is going to guarantee that this belt is not going to go anywhere, no matter how long this gift sits under your tree or on your counter or your coworker's counter, desk, whatever, or if your child's carrying it to school like mine. Okay, so I'm going to start here in the front, and I'm going to put it right about there, the middle. And I'm gonna wrap it around the back, wrap this one around, and try to match them up the best I can. Okay, so there's Santa's belt. Now all I did was take a 1-inch basic black square and adhere it in the center of a 1.5-inch silver cardstock square. And I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals right in the center. Okay, easy, right? Now there's 2 ways to do this bag. You could push this in like this and do it like that, but I kind of liked it loose with no sides, and I pinched it together. And I'm using my 1/8-inch hole punch to punch through. I'm going to use some Whisper white seam binding, and I'm going to double it up about 12 inches, so 24 inches altogether, maybe a little bit less. I like to just eyeball these things, and I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to feed it through this hole and this hole. That way I have 4 strips like that. So now I need to tie something around that to keep it closed. So I'm going to take my punch and just set it there and see if it'll hold it tight while I take my cherry cobbler twine. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to double it up. And you guys, some of you are, and I like to match my colors too, real red and real red, but this cherry cobbler twine, the color is so small that you really aren't going to tell that it's cherry cobbler, so it goes perfectly. All right, so I'm going to tie this. Once I've got it tied, I can move that punch out of the way, and I'm just tying a bow using a double strand. I'm using 2 strands as one. All right, let's take that off and loosen up a little bit, make it pretty. There we go. Now I'm going to use my awesome ribbon scissors to cut these ends kind of at an angle. All right, so there we have him, and it looks like I need to do a little work on that bow, but we will do that in a little while. Let's go ahead and finish him up with a tag. I am using the easy, simple Merry Christmas tag from Merry Everything, and I'm going to stamp it in real red on just some basic Whisper white cardstock. And I want, let's see, I want this part to be at the top of my, I want my tag to go like this, where Merry is at the top. So I have to kind of think about where I stamp it, because when I punch it, I'm going to stick it in like this. This is the coordinating punch. It comes in a bundle, you guys. You get a discount, okay? Make sure, I opened it up so you could see. Make sure you look for these bundles right here. I missed them for a long time. You get 15% off if you buy them together. Okay, so that's the note tag punch and the Merry Everything. And I've really gotten a lot of use out of this set. Now, if you wanted to punch a hole and tie it on, you could. But I'm just going to take some dimensionals, put them on the back, and just pop it on like that. That way I don't have to worry about tying the tiny little hole. And there it is, guys. All right, so I will have in my email the measurements for the medium bag and the large bag. And just think about this. You could do this with any kind of DSP. It doesn't have to be for Christmas. You could do Halloween, birthday, whatever, and just use different tags. But I liked adding the belts for Santa's pants kind of look. All right, guys. See you next week. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.